first off, I'm 80 years old, so I was a Depression baby. I was born in 1930, August 15th. So people of that age don't have a real vivid recollection or memory until they're about 3.5 to 4.5 years old. The one thing that I do recall was my mother and sister and I were out in the front yard, and my mother had a very alarmed look on her face, and she grabbed my sister and I and we run into the house, or she took us into the house, and my sister wanted to know what's wrong, and she said, "Dust storm." So that was my first recollection or memory of what they call a dust storm or a dust bowl. Later on, probably during that year, we had several dust storms during the year, and the other thing that's vivid to me was that after the storm, we came out of the house, or I did with my brothers, and we had a dust drift, which is the same as a snow drift off of our back porch to the ground, probably 7 foot high. Well, what made it so vivid was my brothers. It was soft and dusty. My brothers shoved me down in it, and Mother took me in the house and gave me a bath and had to wash my clothes and change them, so she wasn't too happy with that. And we stopped, or they stopped pushing me in the dust bowl or the dust that was collected outside the house. The other things that I recall were, as a small child, my dad worked on the railroad. At that time, he was a fireman, and he would go in the kitchen and she would wrap newspapers around his body and his legs and his arms. And I didn't know what that was for or why, but then he would put his overalls over that and his jacket and bib on and a dust mask on his face. And I asked Mother, and she said that's to keep the dust out, because he had to look out the window of the train all the time and run into it.